Here we have a very unique and peculiar situation that is common to the SAT. So we need to be really good at it. It's the idea of splitting an equation into two functions. Now, this very strange question that recurs a lot, you can identify it by a situation where there's an equal sign in the middle and a linear situation on the left and a linear situation on the right. We know those are both linear because the x is only to the first power. And when you have that situation, what you're supposed to do is split it into two functions. So for the first one, we'll say a 3 minus x minus b. And for the second, we'll say -1 minus 2x. So we turn the left side and the right side into their own y equals equations. So let's start cleaning up the one on the left here. Distribute the a, and you'll get 3a minus xa. Normally, we use alphabetical order in situations like this, and that actually is appropriate here. What we want is we want the x at the end, because this is going to be mx plus b later. The slope is the thing in front of the x. So having it in that order will come in handy. Now we'll reorder it. Minus ax plus 3a minus b. So believe it or not, we've gotten this thing into an mx plus b situation. I used capital B there because it's not the same as the letter b that we have right here. But our slope is 3a minus b, whatever that is. Let's make that minus sign a little straighter there. And here we have something a lot closer to y equals mx plus b, but we'll just reverse this around. So now we have y equals mx plus b once again. Now, why do we need to know the slopes and the y-intercepts? Because if you're talking about the number of solutions for two lines, you're talking about the idea that two lines can hit once if the slopes are different, never if the slopes are the same and the y-intercepts are different, or all the time if the slopes and the y-intercepts are the same. Since we're being told that we have infinitely many solutions, we're being told it's this situation, and we can set the slopes and the y-intercepts equal. The two slopes are -a, because that's the m, is in the m position, and -2 right there. So -a equals -2, and let's just write that out. -a equals -2. Multiply both sides by -1, and a equals 2. So right now we know that either of these have to be the answer and that these both have to be wrong. And let's deal with the y-intercepts now. 3a minus b and -1 are the two y-intercepts. And we know because there's infinite solutions that the y-intercepts have to be equal. So we can say 3a minus b equals -1. Now we already know that a is 2. So let's plug that in. 3 times 2 minus b is -1. 6 minus b is -1. Take away 6, negative b is -7. Multiply by -1, and b is 7. And that matches this one right here. So the answer to this question is B.